to everybody on this stage and everyone on the show in general, because it's hardcore and it's nonstop. So for the Herschel head prop in episode 9, where Michonne comes back and finds the head, we had done a cast of Scott and resculpted it, and if you notice in that prop, every single hair is punched in individually. It took about 2 weeks just to put the hair in and style the hair. And then we had mechanics that would open and close the mouth. And one of the things that's important to me as a director and as a special effects artist is mix your mediums, always. Like, when the audience looks at you and says, I don't know how they did that, then you have accomplished something special. So we put contact lenses into one of my crew members and filmed his eyes. And then visual effects composited his eyes onto the prop head. And there's a shot where a fly actually lands on the head, and we made it so that the eyes could look up when a real fly landed on the head. So when you watch that, it's like, wait a minute, they didn't put a green bib on him, but the eyes were alive, but it was clearly severed. How did they do that? That's to me is the greatest accomplishment. And you know, I've been doing this for 30 years. I've worked with Robert Rodriguez and Quentin Tarantino and Steven Spielberg, and I consider myself, I've had the best boot camp in the world because I've worked on Pulp Fiction and I've worked on The Green Mile, and I've been in the trenches with these directors who craft these amazing, amazing visuals. And so for me, it's always about mixing your mediums to keep the audience guessing. And in this day and age with computers, everybody goes, oh, they just did it CGI. But if you can get them for a split second to go, wait a second, then you've got something.
It is amazing how many shots we do that are not CGI. How many times we actually use real weapons, or we use prosthetics that move, or that we blood gags that are actual practical effects. And you know, people are always like, oh, it's CGI, or oh, it's this, or oh, it's that. And no, we're out there mixing these mediums and making these things happen so that the overall look is what you're getting in the show. That's why I think fans love it so much, because there's so many of those effects that are real practical effects.
And it's fun because when we did season 1, we had 6 makeup effects artists in one trailer, and our trailer was directly across from your guys' trailer. And every time Sarah Callies would walk out, there'd be a zombie coming out, and she'd go, oh, come on! Like, really, guys? So she had nightmares in season 1 about the zombie makeups, and it was just us coming up with stuff, and you know, just having the freedom. I mean, this is, for me, and I'll stop talking, this is the greatest job I've ever had. I've been allowed the freedom of taking 30 years of makeup effects experience and loving Night of the Living Dead and Dawn of the Dead and Jaws and The Thing and all these great American Werewolf in London, and going, man, I always loved those movies. And now I get a show that I can take all of that love and just admiration for that work. And to me, the most rewarding thing is I have 14-year-old, 15-year-old kids come in and go, I want to do makeup effects. I want to do what you do. I was that kid in the early 80s and late 70s. So giving it back is just the greatest opportunity.